Hi, I'm Jim Binder. I'm a Wisconsin trapper, member of the Trappers Association and a Trappers Education instructor. I was asked recently about removing nuisance raccoons, and it kind of got me to thinking that the way I would remove nuisance raccoons is the same way I trap them on my trap line when I'm trapping fur in the fall. Basically, there's three main sets that I use, and I think most Wisconsin trappers do. The bucket cubby set with a body grip trap, the trigger enclosed trap, also called the dog proof trap, and the cage trap. This is a rollover cage trap. I'll explain that in just a minute. Depending on what you want is going to be the trap you're going to use. So if you want to take the raccoon and harvest him, this is a giant mouse trap. Just like a mouse trap, the raccoon walks in, it's a body grip, and it's going to come down on his body. He's going to die pretty instantly, and that's why it's called a body grip. The way you use it is you set it, you put the safety on it. As you saw, I had no hesitation to put my hand in there because I've got the safety on it. Always use your safety. And then you're going to take a lard pail, cut a couple notches in it, drill a hole in the corner. You're going to put a bait in the back. You can use a fish bait. I use smoked carp with fish oil. You can use a sweet bait like marshmallows or something like that. Put the bait in the back. Put your trap in the notches that you've cut. Take the safeties off of the springs. Lift those springs up. It kind of makes the trap firm. And then take your safety off. I always put an extra 12 inches of cable on my traps. Run a T-stake through them, through the hole in the bucket, and there you go, you're trapping. Very good set. The next one, probably, I use this one just as commonly as this one, is the trigger enclosed trap, and the trigger is down inside this pipe. The unique feature of raccoons is they bring the food to their mouth instead of putting their mouth in the food. You don't catch dogs in these. I've never caught a cat. I've caught a couple of skunks and a rat. Otherwise, just raccoons. I can set these around buildings and things like that. If there's cats, I'm always a little leery. I stay away from the fish bait, and I use a sweet bait like marshmallows. Put the bait in the bottom, set it, push it in the ground. I use earth anchors on mine. The earth anchor gets pushed in up to the swivel, or I put it around an object and I close this S hook, and again, I'm trapping. The raccoon reaches in, it grabs him by the hand, it holds him. The nice feature here is I can release the raccoon if it's too small and I don't want it. Finally is this cage trap. This is a rollover cage trap. The reason they call it rollover is it's a rollover release. When you roll it over, the washers go down the arms and the door falls open. That's how you release the animal inside. So I would use this trap inside of a building where I didn't want to set a trap or pound a stake or attach to. But the thing about this trap that you have to be careful of is raccoons grab and pull. A raccoon in this trap is going to grab and pull grass, but if I have a raccoon that's on somebody's roof and I put this on the roof and I don't put a board under it, that raccoon is going to pull shingle pieces, and yes, he will shred your shingles and pull them into this trap. So you want to have a board underneath it. Also, you don't want it to roll over and release the raccoon. So what I do, before I set it, I stake it down. Throw a few marshmallows in back, lift the door, set the trap, throw a few marshmallows out front. Raccoon will eat one or two of them, get the sweet taste in his mouth, see the ones in here, smell them, walk around, come back in, and then you'll catch him. When he steps on the treadle, he's caught. I can now relocate him, or if I need to, take him to a legal, safe place, euthanize him, and reduce him to possession. These are the three methods I use. I make my own bait. During trapping season, I will put out both of these, sometimes right next to each other. Some raccoons will readily go into a bucket set, but won't won't use a trigger enclosed. Others will go right for the trigger enclosed but not enter a bucket set. I appreciate you giving me this time, and good luck to you. Thank you.